Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Oblivion Quest Mods. We're back in Windfall, searching the sewers for wherever they're delivering Skooma to drugs. We're actually in the Righteous Hall right now. Kill them all. Be done with it. Right. Necromancers here. Not what I want. Robe of deflection, sure. I should really probably put some armor on or something. Yeah.
Guess it was nothing.
I'll resurrect her.
Afternoon. Go ahead, please.
I don't think she has anything special to say. Windfall Island provides everything the town needs. There is game and land for food. In fact, I hear one of the old plantations still exists. The deep water also makes for a good port for the large cargo ships. Many ships trading with Cyrodiil dock here first. Good mines can be found on the island as well. There is one of the ways the Varo family makes its fortune. They own and operate a gold mine on the north end of the island. There is also a small silver mine just outside of town. There's a small gold mine on the eastern end of the island just north of the marshes. The Varos own it, but have someone else operate it. Of course, none of the mines are operating since Brand alienated the workers. Serves him right. So long-winded. Stilus ruler, the Varo holdings are quite large and indicate more than just Windfall. Perhaps Brand should head the family and its holdings. But Count Alconius always left Stilus in charge of the city. Whenever he left, Bren was rarely in the city, preferring to stay in the keep. It was obvious Alconius intended that Stilus should run the city, regardless of who was Count. Bren has no ability for it. More angry necromancers.
Look out.
You have to take out your melee weapon? Yeah. Yeah, the archery mod for Duke Patrick's makes archery a bit more deadly, but also very annoying. You gotta actually aim and get tripped and stuff. I have no idea where to find this Skooma. Jail cells. It's not in the slums, that's in the Commerce District. I guess the sewer map takes up more than just one district each.
Nothing to worry about, I guess. Just got eyes plain. it's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get!
There's some skooma here, so I guess this is the right way. Across from the Tomb of the Enlightened. So I'm guessing that's either a necromancer thing or part of the graveyard. Yeah, someone's gonna try and come and stab me in the back, I think. So, Julinio's basement. And yeah. Kinda making it obvious here. Is this it? Oh, lots of skooma for me. I could sell these somewhere. Go in here. There's a skull that attacks you. And you work your way over here. Pick up some skooma. Enter the sewers. This is where they enter the sewer. Not a bad idea, actually. As long as they can get by, a few undead. Okay, so this is the way I was supposed to go. But I mean, if I had a very hard unlock spell or skeleton key or something, I would just come in to the front. Yes. Julianos' arms. This is where they are bringing their shipments. Must be. Here is the skooma ship. Never could have guessed it. No time to tarry. The economy is not mine. Alright, so back to Roland. Now that we know.
Hello.
Yeah, she seems to go between the hall and the abandoned house, so it seems like there must be something important in here. And it's behind a very hard lock, so I could never possibly get in there. It's all set. Unlock. So, here we are in the abandoned house. And who's this?
Yes?
The Saint! Let's kill him! He's essential, though.
What?
Alconius. Now there was a leader. A true man of the people. I bet he knew every single person on the city, and everyone liked him. Station made no difference to him. He was as comfortable drinking ale with the peasants as he was sipping fancy wine with the nobles. He treated everyone fairly. Paid a good wage for a good job. He helped out his people when they were struggling. He would send his personal healer if he heard someone was sick. There was no better ruler in all Tamriel. It was a sad day when he passed. Too bad his son turned out to be a pile of horse dung. Stilus, ruler. The Varo holdings are quite large, including me, my friend. Yeah, see, this is just the same thing. Man is a fool, the man has no idea how to run a city like Windfall, he just sits and pants and drinks with his crimes. No consideration for or interest in the people who work and live in the city. We have nothing but dung to. Show no respect, interest in well-being, living efficient. All he is interested in is raising our taxes.
You too.
So yeah, seems he has all generic lines right now. But, you know, kind of give it away, book. Book, why are you spoiling things, book? The Diary of Stilus, Varo. Betrayed, completely betrayed. What did I do? Acted with honor, that's all. I ignored my desire and love for a woman because she was my brother's wife, even if she offered herself to me. I did not act as my heart would have preferred, and what did this act of honor get me? The woman I loved, who professed her love for me, lied and betrayed me. Well, we'll read this later. And I'm guessing that, what's her face? Where is it? I don't know. Yeah, the historian, Virginia, will want this book. It's one of the books she wants, probably. But it's kind of spoilerful, so we'll save that for later on. Flawed amulets, sure. Silver amulet, sure. But I can't take your armor. We'll be seeing each other later. So yeah, they really don't expect you to be able to get through very hard locks. Yeah. It's very hard.
Good evening.
Anyway. I gotta walk back.
It's my pleasure.
Ah, here's Volan, outside for once, the sewers. So they are using Julianus' arm as a drop-off point. Interesting. This changes things significantly. We always assumed most people in the slums supported the righteous because they were coerced into it. We did not realize they would provide active assistance. I wonder how widespread this kind of support is. We may face a tougher challenge than we thought. Here are 75 septims for completing this job properly. In addition, and despite your sloppiness on the undercover mission, you are being given an advancement in the Knights. You are now a soldier in Varo's Knights. As such, your evaluation period is over. You no longer report to me. Your new contact with Knights is the Section Chief, Helena Selectius. Report to her for your next mission. Try not to embarrass me. Helena Selectius. Her office is in the town officials section of the castle. She spends most of her time there. Naturally, she eats in the castle dining hall with everyone else. Once or twice a day, she will take a walk through the wealthy section.
Goodbye.
Thank you for the detailed information. Let's go see her. Okay, here she is, Helena Selectius.
It's my pleasure.
That is correct. I am Helena. I am one of the town's officials, and I am section chief of the Varo's Knights. I know Volan is supposed to assess recruits to see if they have potential to advance. However, he is somewhat limited. I dare say he can judge whether they have eyes, hands, and brain, but establish full potential. To be frank, he is not a nice man. And were I in charge, maybe, but we are not here to talk about it. As I understand it, you have been successful in what you have been asked to do today. However, I do not think that these tasks were particularly challenging. I have one for you that might be more so. Task. Let's deal with the one I have. Now, we thought we had a pretty good idea of how things were being planned by the rebels. By the way, you will never hear me call them by the name they call themselves. Righteous indeed. How totally inappropriate. Anyway, your work has proved that we have far too complacent. We need to improve our information gathering network. This is where you come. It is most unlikely that all those who join the rebels have found all their hopes and desires fulfilled. Some may even be looking to get out. We need to find such a person. However, we do not want him or her to get out. We need them to stay exactly where they are. Their role will be to gather information for us from inside the rebel faction. I cannot pretend it will be easy. Restless rebels who are too obvious about it are soon put to rest permanently by their own side. You will need to be discreet. I am authorized to grant you up to 200 septums for expenses on top of the usual completion fee. I look forward to hearing about your success. Restless rebels. Have you found one yet? No. So I need to go back to the slums and find someone that's unhappy.
What?
Restless rebels. No such thing. Everyone here is very happy. If not, then you tell them to see me. I'll give them an attitude adjustment.
I'm done talking to you.
Maybe that guy from the
What is
bar. Something I should ask
What is it
bouncers. Bartender.
What do you... Goodbye.
Oh, yeah, it's too early.
You too.
Oh, it's
It's my...
restless rebels. So what if I am? Melina's sick. They promised me money for treatment. Ain't seen no money. You can't live on promises. We have to scratch by on a pittance ever since the rebellion started. It was supposed to be short and sweet. Sure, I'm restless. Have you thought about changing sides? Are you mad? They tear this place apart. I don't tell them. Huh? So what would be in it for me? An income for Melina's treatment. It's tempting. But if they found out Melina's not strong, if they came here, wait, I have an idea. If we can get Melina away somewhere safe, I'd do it. I'll put about a story that we have rats. She's afraid of rats. Then no one will think it's suspicious if she moved away. First, you'll need to find somewhere for her to go. I'm sure someone will have a space for rent. Space for rent. How is the search going? Restless rebels. We've already been over this. If you do your part, I'll do mine. So how is your part going? The righteous. Ever since the saint organized them, the righteous have defended us. Without them, our lives would be miserable. Brent's cronies won't show their face around here again. Not as long as they're alright. Was that generic, or? Because you're betraying the righteous right now.
Well met.
And
Good
you
day.
can sell stolen weapons and armor to him. That's nice. So we found our spy, and we just need to find a
Go.
place to rent.
Just
I'm
leave.
assuming out of the... at least out of the slums.
Spit it. Make it quick.
Restless rebels. Restless rebel will soon be resting permanently. Space for rent. I might take someone in for the right price. I do have space available. Would you like to see it? It's for Melina Gelt. Ah, Gelt. Isn't that one of those righteous types? Look, it's well known that I have no truck with politics of persuasion. If I were seen to be harboring a rebel, people might believe I was taking sides. I wouldn't want that. You should be here in secret. I still don't like it. Neutrality is my middle name. That way I don't offend it. Can I do anything to persuade you? This rebellion has really hurt my business. I'm barely able to keep my business open as it is. But I have gotten really behind with some personal credit. That's why I am prepared to rent the space in the first place. Creditor. I'm sorry I don't feel comfortable divulging secrets to a
What?
stranger. Creditor. Alright, I'll tell you. There is a woman. I have been fond of her for some time, but she never seems to notice me. I wanted to impress her, so I arranged for jeweler Melvin Branch to design a special necklace for me. placed the order before the rebellion started. It was costly, but I thought I could afford it. Then the rebellion started. If you can somehow get the necklace to her, and I don't care how you do it, I'd be willing to let Melina stay. I wouldn't even charge for the first month. Oh, the woman in question is Amaleyre. Has she received the necklace yet? No. Thanks for it.
You too.
So I'm stealing a necklace
What
so
is
he
it
won't
now?
have to make payments anymore because it doesn't exist?
What do you want?
Amaleyre, she works at the castle. She does their shopping, so you can usually find her walking the streets most of the day. She likes to come in here and peruse the jewelry. I have mail. I usually see her on Mornis. That's her day off. Okay. Seeing Garion, you can't expect me to remember the name of every customer. And I'm sure you wouldn't expect me to talk about them, even if I did.
What can I interest you in?
Sure.
I appreciate. Good day.
Or am I stealing the necklace from the woman he likes so that he can return it and get his money back? Guess that's what I'm doing. Alright.
Yes? Have a look at my wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you.
I don't see a topic.
Have you seen... Farewell.
Is it like this one that stands out? Seems to be the most expensive one. Ah, here it is. I required the necklace. I feel bad for Melvin, but I saw no other choice. He is struggling, just like everyone else in town. But I can't just pay that kind of expense out of my own pocket. Better see if I can find Amaleyre. Nothing happened. It's all good.
Yes?
Garion's necklace is missing, I'm sorry to say. Oh, I see.
Bye.
Ah! So what it was is a persuasion check. It was a disposition check. So
What?
just didn't sound like it the way
We'll see.
said it. Okay, you mean Garion Reginald? He commissioned a necklace from me. I advised against the necklace. I mean, it would have been a nice gesture, very romantic, having a special necklace made for an attractive woman is no small thing. I did suggest that perhaps he should actually talk to her first, you know, introduce himself, get to know her a bit. But I just do as I'm asked in the end. I'm still waiting for him to collect it. Oh, is that why you're here? Collect it. You'll need to pay for it, of course. 450 septims cash, or on second thought, just cash, if you please. I'll pay for it. Here is Garion's necklace.
Good day.
I know I'm a heartless thief, but the quest log really made me feel bad. What I wrote in the quest log really made me feel bad. See, that's why I hate it when the quest log guilts you, like it's pretending you feel a certain way when your character might not. I'll come rob you later.
It's
Here
my
she
pleasure.
is. Dark elf in love with a high elf. Well, that is my name, but I cannot imagine what one such as you would possibly have to say. Garion. The storekeeper? Yes, I know him. I found him reticent. Do you have some message from me? He asked me to give you this. Oh, really? And I am supposed to be impressed? Couldn't he have come to find me himself? Does he think that a third-party approach is acceptable to a modern woman? Huh. Still, it is a pretty thing. And he has at least gone to the trouble of finding out a name of importance to me. Rag. It was the name of my first puppy, you know. But, well, I suppose that makes up for his non-appearance. Give him this ring to show him that I'm happy with his gift, but tell him to dispense with go-betweens in the future.
Take care.
What'd she bring?
I hope I can.
Okay, here it is. Alright, so here's Garion
Yes?
Reginald. Amaleyre. Has she received the necklace yet? Yes, and she sends you this. Oh, that's wonderful. Now, as I promised, Melina Gelt can come here, and there will be no charge at all for the first month. Space for rent, you can build your end, I will do the same. She's a high elf who works in the castle, but you'll have to town shopping.
You too. What do you...
Space for rent. How is it? She can stay with Garion Reginald. First month for free. How in Tamriel did you get Garion to greet it? Never mind, I don't want to know. Thank you. Now I can use the money on medicine instead. But first, we must do something to make that rat story stand up. Someone has to see some kind of evidence here. But I really don't want to live with rats in my shop. I know, sewer rats. I'll just tell people that you killed the rats that had gone into my shop. I won't even need to live rats for this time. There is a way into the sewer from the alley behind Adelia's pawn shop. Go down into the sewer and kill a few rats. Bring me the meat and hides from 3 sewer rats, so I have evidence to back up the stories I started.
You too.
More busy work. There we go. So. Okay. Windfall slip. That's 1. 2. That's what I just was earlier. And 3. What's 3? Alright, so back up.
What do you...
Space for rent, house return, that brought the... Right, I'll do what's necessary. Better escort Melina to Garion's place. Once she's safe, come back and take me. Yeah, so much back and forth. Spatial. Largo told me I expect I can just about drag my weary carcass that far. You'll have to take me there if you don't mind, just in case I collapse on one. I'm all set. Shall we go? Yes.
Just leave. What can I...
Space for Red. Bed for Melina upstairs. It's already set. Why don't you have her just go up and lie down?
Be seeing you.
I'd better rest. Okay.
It's... What?
Space for Rent. Melina is safe. Good. The rat evidence has been seen by customers and guards, and I think they've done. This will work well for all of us. I will visit Melly at Garion's period. I can leave messages with him. The Varo's Knights can send someone to collect the messages under the guise of providing medical care. No one will suspect a thing, so you can count on me for what information I know.
You too.
It's my pleasure.
Elena, Festus Rebels, Largo Gelt, well, indeed. This is very well done. Here is 100 scepters for a job well done. So well done, I think I can actually offer you this key to a free room at Bren's Barrels. I also need to discuss a diamond with you. Well, Roland said, I see. I cannot and will not attempt to answer for Roland's actions. He may have had his reasons. He may have just been having fun with the new guy. Maybe he just doesn't like you. I don't know. I would submit that it really doesn't matter, does it? You have been provided a room, haven't you? Take my advice. Let it go. He was offering me a house? I don't know. Bren's Barrels. Yes, go to the top floor. Turn left at the top of the stairs. It's the last door on the left. Make yourself in. Discuss it. I have learned, I will not say how, that there have been some confusion over the matter of payments. We have been spending considerable money on keeping track of rebels' activities, but it would appear that no one has been paying adequate attention as to where the money is going. In consequence, the coffers are running dry. Clearly, this matter must be given immediate attention. The Count has raised taxes in the past, but it is a two-edged sword. It does increase the treasury for a while, but it also has the adverse effect of driving some businesses to the wall, and therefore has no lasting positive effects. Now we have heard a rumor that the Gorvette Diamond may be obtainable. You may have heard about it. There is a well-known book on the subject. There is an abandoned manor on an island west of here that belonged to a jeweler. It has probably been ransacked in the past, but it appears that no one has discovered the diamond. It seems probable that there must be a hidden vault. We need to find it. Okay.
Be seeing you.
Here we are at the manor. The Rafeallius Manor. Why are you invading my home? I was told the manor was deserted. By the living, indeed, not by my household. My household? I was a jeweler of note until one night we let a stranger in to shelter from the fierce storm. The consequences you can guess. But perhaps it was not simply coincidence that the vampire came. I often talked of loving blood, though it was in jest. I've heard enough, you must die. Loving blood. The color of rubies. I prized rubies above all. Other stones, I used to let the stones trickle through my hands onto my workbench. I used to say it was awash with blood. Ah, yes, blood. The blood will have blood, they say. Gorvette Diamond. Oh, yes, I know all about that cursed stone. Indeed, it lies hidden here, but you will never reach it unaided. Never reach it? I might be prepared to lead you to it in exchange for a small service. Well, two in fact. One for me and one for my wife. They will not be difficult to an adventurer like yourself, who may go outside in the daylight. Small service: first seek out Rhaenys and find out what she requests. She is upstairs, then return to me. Rhaenys, I believe she's upstairs in the bedroom. Windfall, all is close to me. Sure. I can steal all your silverware.
What is it?
Good evening. Rhaenys, that is what I've been called since I became undead. The name was given to me by he that gave me the gift of eternal existence. The city had first heard it in an interview or something. I like it. Windfall Island, I have not seen it in the daylight for so long, I no longer remember it. Small service. So a living being comes to aid a vampire. Wonders will never cease with it. During my nocturnal excursions, I acquire many items a living being would be able to sell or exchange for coins. The coins would be used to buy better clothes and weapons. Your kind never looks beyond a vampire's need for blood. But we have just the same need for clothing, armor, and weapons. More so for the latter, perhaps. I need a way to exchange the items I find for those more used to us. The items could not be traded with him. At least not anyone acting within the law, but I have heard that some traders do not. Indeed, they specialize in contraband items. If you can find a way that I may trade the items, I will give you my approval. Exchange the items? Nope, not yet.
Leave me alone.
Let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. It's not actually stealing.
What can I...
Small service. I wish to be able to move around outside during the day. For this, I need an amulet with a suitable protection. I just happen to possess most of the ingredients in the charm and add it to a ruby. However, I have nothing in which to set the stuff. All my supplies were long since stolen. Find me 3 gold nuggets. I do not know from where you will get them, but that is my requirement. 3 gold nuggets. Do you have them yet?
What?
Be seen.
So back in Windfall, Oscar told us about Narn's place up here to sell stolen items. I'm gonna see if he'll take the vampire lady's items.
Go ahead, please.
Exchange the items. Who told you I was a traitor? Doesn't matter. They got it wrong. Narn, that's me, one of the movers and shakers in the world. What can I do for you? 3 gold nuggets. Talk about lucky. There is a mine near here. I haven't been in for a long time. Things in there I prefer not to have to face these days. For 50 septims, I'll tell you where it is. Where is it? Got the gold? Yes.
Stop talking.
So I guess he's not the one. Or maybe it's another speechcraft thing. Exchange the items. Yeah, I can probably move these things. They don't want to be seen, huh? You're lucky I'm an honest fence. Otherwise I might be tempted to take a peek and extort a little blackmail. But that's not my sin. Gotta keep the customer sweet. So you tell your client to leave the items outside my door with a note of what they want. They'll get their payment the following night. I'll also leave notes if there's any problems. Will that be satisfactory?
Fighting.
Well, Goodbye.
Alright. So, we're in the mine. Probably some monsters in here. Okay, so I just need those 3. And yeah, I can leave now. Just have to take out a dog and a raider.
I'm
And
listening.
we're back.
What?
3 gold nuggets. Here they are. Very good. This completes my request. Once you have satisfied your niece, I will grant you access to the town.
Goodbye.
What is it now? Yes?
Exchange the items. Yes. Excellent. Leave them outside Narn's house. And how do we get where we need? Leave a note. Collect next day. Yes, that should work. Tell Rafeallius that I am happy.
Stop talking.
What?
Gorvette Diamond, you've upheld your part of the bargain, I will uphold mine as well. Here is the key to my workshop in the basement. On the desk is a small statue that will reveal a hidden chamber. Only enter my workshop and the hidden chamber. Do not attempt to enter the other areas or take anything else. I will consider that a breach of our agreement. A breach on your part will prove to be a fatal mistake.
Goodbye. What do you...
Sure.
Be seeing you.
Do not enter. Okay. One second. I hope this letter will find you well. Can't wait to see your beautiful face again. Only yesterday did I send notice to your father that I've met his requirements for your hand. Purchased a home. You see knowing some house. But I didn't take it, I just read it. Oh. Chest. Sure. I've acquired the Gorvette Diamond. I should return to Helena now. No. No. Must resist.
Go ahead. Goodbye.
What is it?
I made a promise. I clearly said, rob you later, so that I shall do.
Hello?
Greetings, Khajiit.
So here's Helena
A
Selectus.
pleasure to speak.
Gorvette Diamond. Ah, you have the diamond. That is excellent work. This should help keep the coffers filled for the foreseeable future. Well done. Here is a little something for your efforts. You have earned yourself a promotion. You are now a weapons master. Now we have another matter to discuss. Having come so perilously close to financial disaster ourselves has given us an idea. We are going to cause financial difficulties for the rebels. See me when you are ready.
Take
I'll
care.
save that one for later. We did about 3 quests this time, so that should be enough. So, see you next time.